Hello there, Hope College, and welcome back to the Hope Updates. We're very excited that you're sitting in front of a screen right now, denying reality with our show. As always, I'm Duncan McLean.
Indeed we are, Duncan. Very, very excited. I'm Nicole Metzler. We are coming at you today with a great show. Willie G, aka the one and only Sarah Gould, gives us a hard-hitting sports interview with someone awfully familiar. Our resident expert on sensibility, Rachel Hayden, talks adult social networking. And Hope Update fashionista Taylor Jones recaps the gowns and guys of the Oscars.
But first, we've got some news for you. Bill O'Reilly is the most recent victim of criticism, reportedly for embellishing events while covering war in the news. He's under fire for his coverage of the Falklands War during the early years of his career. This comes as a huge surprise to many O'Reilly Factor fans, because if there's one thing O'Reilly has never done, it's make outrageous political claims on television.
NBC's hit comedy Parks and Recreation aired its series finale last night. I encourage you all, if you haven't watched this series, to treat yourself and spend a little time watching it. Grab a calzone, sit down, and prepare to literally laugh your face off. Especially you.
You know, Nicole, I might just do that. You drop a lot of references around here I don't understand, and at this point I'm afraid to ask. Rapper Chris Brown had to cancel 2 sold-out shows this week in Canada after being denied entry into the country. Canada has refused to comment thus far on how they managed to stick America with Justin Bieber and force us to keep Chris Brown. Clever, Canada. It's clever.
Federal Communications Commission Chairman Tom Wheeler plans to regulate internet service providers under Title II of the 1934 Telecommunications Act, which makes a lot of sense because if anyone knew how to effectively regulate the internet, it was FDR.
In a groundbreaking study published this week, researchers found that marijuana is less harmful than heroin, cocaine, and even meth. These findings came only as a surprise to your great-great-grandmother, who coincidentally had a thing for opium. Nicole, what are you upset about this week?
Well, it's funny you should mention that. Quite a lot, but I will try to fit one specific thing in here. So if any of y'all know anything about me, it's that I'm pretty soccer obsessed. It's pretty much all I talk about and all I do. So there's been a lot of talk about the 2022 World Cup in however you want to pronounce it, Qatar, anything like that, and how they're trying to see if making it a Winter World Cup would be better, as in November, December, instead of, June, July. Well, this is because of the insane temperatures that happen in this country. I don't think it's safe to play soccer in 120-degree weather, but, that's just me. So with that said, some people might say, man, Nicole, you must really want this Winter World Cup thing to go on. No, I do not, because do you know what happens during November and December? Prime time soccer action happens in November and December. We're talking like the whole Christmas, Boxing Day, like everything. Like for the Premier League, that's like the middle of the season. So why would you cut off the middle of the season? It's the people who are like in the top 4 of the Premier League. Boxing Day. That's like, if you're there, you go there at the end. So from there to there. And so if you break that up by putting a World Cup in there, how the heck is that going to work out? You're going to have to postpone everything. What does that happen to the regular season? Does it go into the summer? It usually ends in May, so does it end in July? And then what does that happen for the next season? Is it just a short break? That doesn't make any sense because of international play in the summer. So what's going to happen? Okay, here's my opinion on the matter, because that wasn't my opinion at all. So I believe that we should just rip the World Cup from their hands and give it to us greedy Americans. But we will co-host it with Canada so that we could have, it would split the whole thing. And since it's late notice, even though it's 2022, it's late notice for World Cup reasons. So we'll split it with Canada, which is what some people on FIFA have proposed, which is a good idea because then we could see it. And it would be like northern United States, southern Canada, and everyone would get to see it, and it would be awesome, and it would boost the economy. And since soccer is getting way bigger in the U.S. nowadays because of the World Cup and the USMNT and all their stuff, and the Women's World Cup coming up at the summer, it would be very beneficial to have it in the United States. And so even if the 2022 World Cup happened in Qatar, Qatar, whatever. The next one should definitely be in the United States.
Well, there you have it, folks. World Cup talk with Nicole. You know, you'd think we would have kind of seen the temperatures coming.
Yeah.
That's something that's pretty regular.
You know.
It's hot in the summer, especially in the Middle East.
I don't know what their reasoning was, honestly.
It really came out of nowhere, it looks like.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready to share with Canada also after this whole Chris Brown debacle.
Yeah, actually, no. I take back my opinions. I don't want to share
I think
with
we
Canada.
only share the World Cup with Canada if they keep Chris Brown forever.
Yes, they can take him in and then never let him leave.
You hear that, Prime Minister?
And also take Justin Bieber back.
We've dealt with him for so long. Then it's not a deal.
I guess we got Drake, so they can...
Let's move on. Rachel Hayden's going to talk some sense into us with some adult social networking.
Yes.
Rachel?
Have you ever been told it's not about what you know, but it's all about who you know? Luckily, if you haven't heard that, in this day and age, we have the ability to manage our professional networks online. I'm sure you all have received several invitations to join someone's professional network via LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the largest online social network in the world. It's time to get connected if you haven't taken the time to do so already. Taking control of your personal identity is something that requires you to get connected to others. This virtual network allows you to reach out to professionals in your field and link with thousands of potential employers. To start your LinkedIn account, go online and take 15 minutes to set up your profile. Chances are you will be instantly connected with people you already know. From there, you can add as much detail as possible about your experiences, interests, career objectives, and begin to map what can become an extensive web. This new age resume allows you to stay connected, get discovered, and get inspired. Take the time to better yourself today. I'm Rachel Hayden. Live on. Back to you, Duncan and Nicole.
Thanks, Rachel. I myself am an avid LinkedIn user.
Really?
Are you, Duncan?
I am fundamentally opposed to LinkedIn. Don't ask me why.
I won't.
So, who looked hottest on the red carpet, Nicole?
You know, I can't say. I didn't watch. I know. I'm sorry.
Taylor, can you help Nicole out? Thank you.
Thank you, Duncan and Nicole. Well, the 2015 Oscars ended in success. Neil Patrick Harris kept the crowd entertained, Common and John Legend brought people to tears with their performance of Glory, and Lady Gaga paid an amazing tribute to the 50th anniversary of The Sound of Music, not to mention a visit from Julie Andrews herself. Aside from the award winners and memorable moments, I want to talk about the red carpet fashion, so I'm going to show you my 3 favorite looks. First, we have Emma Stone. Emma graced the red carpet in a chartreuse custom Elie Saab gown. The detail of this dress, paired with vivid bright lips, made her really stand out. Next, Lupita Nyong'o wore a Calvin Klein collection custom gown with a halter neckline and dramatic scoop cutout in the back. The best part about this dress was the 6,000 pearls that covered it. And finally, my favorite of the night, Jennifer Lopez in an Elie Saab number with a beaded detail and plungy neckline. She wore her hair in a tight ponytail and edgy makeup to top it off. For more Oscar red carpet fashion, go to oscar.go.com to see the best dressed. Back to you, Duncan and Nicole.
Thanks, Taylor. I bet everybody just looked swell. Gotta love the Academy Awards.
Absolutely.
Next,
we have Marisa back with some campus news, talking to us about the ESL program at Hope College. Take it away, Marisa.
Hello, everyone. Today we will take a look at the ESL program at Hope College. ESL stands for English as a Second Language. Classes are held in Martha Miller from 6:30 to 8:30. This takes place Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays in room 239. It is a program where Spanish 4 students from Hope College help surrounding people from the community who want to learn English. Here we can see the classroom style of the program and the instructors during class. This collaboration between Hope College and AUP has been in place for 8 years. As the coordinator of the program, I see this as a great opportunity for the adults learning English, but also for the Spanish 4 students. There are instructors per level, and the Spanish 4 students sit down with the ESL students. Not only is LAUP, Latin Americans United for Progress, doing a great collaboration with Hope College, it is also free. This is an awesome program that continues to help people in the local community and cares for their success. Until next time, Hope College.
Let's do Twitter time. We didn't actually tweet a question this week.
Our bad.
Yeah, her bad. But we have one for next week. In light of Chris Brown not being able to go to Canada and us being stuck with the Beebs, like we said, if you, our beloved Twitter followers, could send one person to Canada forever, who would it be?
It's a good question.
It's a hard-hitting question from the Hope Updates. Don't listen to her. I think we got sports next.
Yeah, Sarah Gould sits down with a very super special secret guest. Let's see who it is.
Hi, I'm Sarah Gould, and today I'm here with our very own Duncan McLean. We'll be talking about how successful the men's swimming and diving team was this season. Hello.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's good to be here.
Good. It's good to have you here.
Thanks.
Can you tell me just how the beginning of the season went compared to the end of the season, and how all the progress ended up happening to get you guys to where you were at the end?
We, the guys team, we had a kind of a rough beginning of the season. We dropped our, big rivalry meet to Kalamazoo early on, so that was tough coming back from that. And we saw them a few more times over the course of the year, and every time we got them by a little bit more and a little bit more. So, but definitely that big loss in the beginning of the season kind of woke us up, and we buckled down so we could come back and beat them in an invitational later in the year.
Okay. And individually, you were pretty successful, but let's talk about the team first. You had 5 guys get named to the MIAA team. That's pretty impressive, and 6 girls to the MIAA.
Yeah.
So 11 people. That's crazy. How many of those are seniors that are graduating this year?
None of the guys were seniors, and none of the girls, actually.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we
so
can
lots of
expect
returning power.
Great
Yeah.
season next year too. And individually, you were the runner-up in the mile relay, correct? Or was
Mile
this
individual.
mile individual?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me about that.
Well, it's one of my favorite races. It's the nice long one, 66 laps. So you just get to kind of dive in and be by yourself for a while. But it's definitely one of the harder events to train for, and it's just really rewarding at the end of the year when you do well.
How do you train for that? That's a lot. Swimming.
A lot of face down, just swimming back and forth. Yeah. And I have to correct myself. I was wrong. 1 senior girl.
1 senior girl.
2 senior girls. 2 divers. 2
Okay. But the boys team is having everyone come back.
I'm very wrong. It's just 1 diver.
Just one
One
diver?
girl diver, senior girl diver made the MIAA team.
Okay, but overall, the team will be looking good next year too.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so since you're only losing 1 or 2 of the girls now, is there anything you do outside of the season to prepare yourself for next season now?
Right now, we usually take the spring off and kind of, detox from the pool. But in the fall, when we get back, we're encouraged, coach will post workouts. They're not mandatory, but it's pretty encouraged to do stuff over the summer and get yourself ready so we can hit the ground running with training in the fall.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I know everyone's looking forward to an even better year next year, and congrats as a team and on your individual awards.
Thank you.
This has been Sarah. Back to you, Nicole and Duncan.
Man, Duncan, you really had all your information there, didn't you?
Yeah, that's television. It's live, lots of pressure to the lights. It gets you sometimes, even us stars. I do have to clarify, though, Erica Dunham, senior girl diver, the only senior to make the all-conference team. Congratulations to you, Erica. Very sorry I screwed that up.
Yeah. Happens to the best of us, or the worst in your case. Well, if you want to stay up to date with us, Hope Update, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Hope Update. This is Nicole Metzler.
And I'm Duncan McLean. Good night.